Hello students, this is Taran, class 10th mathematics teacher. Today we will begin with exercise 4.3 from quadratic equations. In the previous lecture we have already discussed the methods of finding the roots of the quadratic equation, that is either by factorization or by quadratic formula. I told you earlier that the method of completing the square, which is mentioned in your NCERT books, is not in the CBSE syllabus now. So from exercise 4.3, the first question is not in your syllabus. We'll begin with the second question. Find the roots of the quadratic equations in question number 1 by applying quadratic formula. So whatever equations are given in question number 1, you have to use the same equation to find the roots by quadratic formula. Now the first part is 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equals to 0. Now on comparing it with the general equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c, we get the value of a as 2, b as minus 7 and c as 3. Now using the quadratic formula, that is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This formula I told you to learn in the previous lecture. Now we'll put the values over here. We will get minus of minus 7 plus minus square root minus 7 square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now we will solve this to find the answers to the quadratic equation, that is 7 plus minus square root 49 minus 24 upon 4, which gives you 7 plus minus square root 25 upon 4. That is 7 plus minus 5 upon 4. Now we have plus minus sign with us. Once we'll use the positive sign and the other time we'll use the negative sign. 7 plus 5 by 4 and 7 minus 5 by 4. That is 7 plus 5 is 12 upon 4. It gives you 3. And 7 minus 5, that is 2 upon 4. It gives you 1 by 2. So these two are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Next we move on to the third question of the exercise, which has the equation x minus 1 by x is equals to 3. We have to solve it to find the roots. Now I'll tell you how to form a simple quadratic equation through this. Just take LCM. We'll have x square minus 1 is equals to 3. Now herein the question has the condition x not equal to 0. Why this condition is given? Because if x happens to be 0, in the denominator we will get 0. So 1 upon 0 is not defined. So we are already rejecting the situation that x cannot be equal to 0. Now after taking LCM we have this. We'll shift this denominator to right hand side. We get x square minus 1 is equals to 3x. X square minus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. Now this is the simple quadratic equation. You can solve it to find the roots either by factorization or by using the quadratic formula. It's your choice. I formed the equation for you. Rest you have to solve on your own. Now further we have certain statement questions, the applications of this quadratic equations. Now again I'll be explaining you the statement and I'll explain you how to form the equation out of that. The equations hence formed will be solved by you by using any of the two methods. Now just come to question number 4 of the exercise. We have the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age in years 3 years ago and 5 years from now. We are talking about Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now. First of all students, it should be very clear to you that whenever we are talking about age, you need to suppose the present age of the particular person. Let present age of Rahman equals to x years. Now our requirement is Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now. Rahman's age 3 years ago. If today his age is x years, 3 years ago his age would be x minus 3 years. Rahman's age 5 years from now. 5 years from now. That means 5 years later. If today his age is x years, 5 years later he would be x plus 5 years. Now according to question, just read the question once again. The sum of, you have to take the sum of reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now. Whatever his age was 3 years ago, you have to take the reciprocal of that, and whatever his age will be 5 years from now, you have to take the reciprocal, and the sum is equal to 1 by 3. This is given in the question. Now you will simplify this to form a quadratic equation. Just take LCM. We'll have x minus 3, x plus 5, that gives you x plus 5 plus x minus 3 is equal to 1 by 3. It becomes 2x plus 2, x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 15 equals to 1 by 3. Now you will cross multiply the terms. 3 into 2x plus 2, which is equals to x square plus 2x minus 15. 6x plus 6 equals to x square plus 2x minus 15. Just transpose all the terms on one side to get a quadratic equation. We'll have x square plus 2x minus 6x minus 15 minus 6 equals to 0. X square minus 4x minus 21 equals to 0. This is your required quadratic equation, which you will solve further to find the roots. Then you will get the value of x. That means present age of Rahman you will get after solving this. Now moving to the sixth question of the exercise, it says the diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side if the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side. Now see, diagonal is also dependent upon the shorter side, longer side is also dependent upon the shorter side. Now first of all, we need to suppose that the shorter side of rectangle is x meters. Now after supposing the shorter side, we'll move on to the diagonal. As per the question, diagonal is 60 meters more than the shorter side. That means x plus 60 meters, and longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side. That is going to be x plus 30. Now diagrammatically if we see, this is the shorter side, x, this is the longer side, x plus 30, and this is the diagonal, x plus 60. Now if you see carefully, in case of a rectangle, each angle is 90 degrees. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. Whenever we have a right angle with us, we can always take help of Pythagoras theorem, which says hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. Now just see from here, hypotenuse is x plus 60, base is x plus 30, and perpendicular is x. Now you will open up this bracket using identity a plus b whole square. Same way you are going to open up the bracket here, simplify it to form a quadratic equation which needs to be solved further to find x. From x you will get the sides of this rectangular field. Now further you are going to solve it yourself. Next, seventh question from the same exercise. The difference of squares of two numbers is 180. Now our requirement is two numbers. The difference of whose squares is 180. First of all, let us suppose that two numbers are x and y, and let us suppose x is greater than y, because while finding the difference we always subtract the smaller term from the greater term. So we should know which term is greater. Herein I have supposed that x is greater than y. The difference of their squares, That means x square minus y square is equal to 180. Now naturally just see here, if I have taken x greater than y, so square of x will be greater than square of y. So I have subtracted the smaller number from the greater number. Now hence it says the square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Square of smaller number. Now y is the smaller number, so its square is 8 times the larger number. 8 times what is the larger number? X. So we get y square is equals to 8x. Now what we will do here is, we will substitute the value of y square in this equation 1. Put this value in equation 1. We get x square minus 8x is equals to 180. X square minus 8x minus 180 equals to 0. This is your required quadratic equation. You will solve it to find the two numbers, that is x and y. Now students, be very careful when you solve the quadratic equation, and in case you are getting the negative answers in some of the questions which need to be rejected. Like in the previous question, if the side of the rectangle comes out to be negative, so you very well know that the side cannot be negative, so you are going to reject that answer. Out of the two answers of the quadratic equation, one can be rejected if it is not satisfying the conditions given in the question. Now coming to the most important question from this exercise. A similar question came in the board examination previous year. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 9:3 by 8 hours. Now see, total time which is given to us is 9:3 by 8 hours. That means 75 by 8 hours is the total time which is given to you. Now two taps are working together. They will fill the tank in 75 by 8 hours. The larger tap takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. If we are using those two taps separately, naturally the tap with the larger diameter would take less time, and as per the question it says the larger tap takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Now let us suppose time taken by smaller tap to fill the tank separately. If it is working alone, it will fill the tank in x hours, let us suppose. Now in the same way, time taken by larger tap to fill the tank separately. To fill the tank separately would be x minus 10 hours, because it is already given in the question the larger taps takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. If the smaller tap is taking x hours, the larger would take x minus 10 hours. Now we will start solving the question. If the smaller tap takes x hours to fill one tank separately, so how much water it would fill in 1 hour? Amount of water filled by smaller tap in 1 hour. Definitely it would be 1 by x. If x hours are taken to fill one tank, in 1 hour it would fill 1 by x. And same way, amount of water filled by larger tap in 1 hour, it would be 1 upon x minus 10, because in x minus 10 hours it is filling one tank. In 1 hour it would fill 1 upon x minus 10. Now the question says they are working together for 75:8 hours and they fill one tank. Now according to question, if they are working together, in 1 hour the smaller tap is filling this much, larger tap is filling this much. Both of them together, if used in 1 hour, they would fill this much water. And if they are used for 75 by 8 hours, the water filled by both the taps together in 75 by 8 hours would be 1 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 10. This is for the 1 hour. Into 75 by 8 means this much water they will fill in 75 by 8 hours. And as per the question, in 75 by 8 hours, they are filling one tank, one complete tank. So this would help us to find the quadratic equation. What we will do, we are going to take the LCM over here, x into x minus 10, and we would shift this over the